For many people trying to work in Korea, it often starts with two very different choices: $2,000 to $5,000 versus $7,000 to $20,000. The gap starts right away.
Do you save money and wait, or pay more to move faster? This choice doesn't just affect how you enter. It shapes how much control you keep later.
In most cases, there's no income during the preparation period. Financial pressure builds quietly, even before anything begins.
Some people start hearing offers like, "We can get you there in 2 weeks." That kind of promise can quickly change how decisions are made. At this point, the choice becomes simple, but not easy. Let's take a closer look at these two paths. Legal entry begins with tests and paperwork. The upfront cost is about $2,000 to $5,000.
The biggest downside is time, usually 3 months to a year. For many people, that waiting period becomes the hardest part. There's usually no income during this stage, so the pressure builds before the job even starts.
The advantage is a clear and structured process. Each step can be tracked and confirmed.
After passing, training and job placement follow. It's not fast, but it moves in a steady direction.
A major benefit is having a formal work contract. Your pay and conditions are clearly written down. However, changing jobs isn't always easy. There are limits on switching workplaces. Once you arrive, you're officially registered as a worker. Your legal status is clearly defined.
Monthly income is usually around 2 million to 3 million won. It may not be high, but it tends to come in consistently.
Adjusting at the beginning isn't easy. Language and work culture take time to get used to.
Another advantage is access to insurance. If something happens, you're not handling it alone. On the downside, income doesn't increase quickly. Big jumps in earnings are rare. There are rules and procedures to follow, but those same rules are what keep things stable. Personal freedom is generally maintained. Life outside of work stays in your control. The voice is a real drawback. You're starting later than others. Over time, things begin to stabilize. Income and daily life settle into a routine. Opportunities can continue after contracts end. Extensions or re-entry are possible. If problems come up, there are ways to respond. You're operating within a system. Overall, this path offers more stability. The risks are relatively lower. In the end, the main cost here is time. And in return, you keep more control over your future. Broker entry often moves much faster. Some offers promise departure within just a few weeks. Costs range from $7,000 to $20,000. Most people rely on loans to cover this. The main advantage is speed. There's little to no waiting time. But debt starts before the job does. Financial pressure begins right away. Initial offers often sound very attractive, but not everything you hear turns out to be true. Conditions can change after arrival. What was promised doesn't always match reality. Contracts are sometimes unclear or missing. There may be nothing official to rely on. Additional costs can come up later. the total can grow beyond what was expected. Work can begin quickly. Income may start sooner.
Monthly earnings can range from 2.5 million to 4 million won, but actual take-home pay may be lower after deductions. For example, a $15 million cost may take 6 to 12 months just to recover. During that time, your choices become limited. Debt begins to control your decisions. Insurance coverage is often limited. If something goes wrong, support may be minimal.
Living conditions can also be restricted. Housing and movement aren't always flexible.
Information gaps can be a major issue. When you don't have enough information, you're not really choosing, you're just following. Some people experience constant uncertainty. It becomes harder to predict what comes next. If enforcement happens, deportation is possible. Future entry may also be restricted. Some do make money quickly, but many spend the first months paying off debt. Stays can last longer than planned. Reality doesn't always follow the original timeline. In the end, entry may be faster, but personal control can be significantly reduced. In Korea, legal status matters more than how you enter. The same job can feel very different depending on it. Most systems run on contracts and records. Documentation plays a critical role. In the long run, your lifestyle is shaped by your entry path. Your first choice carries long-term consequences.
A faster path always exists, but it doesn't guarantee safety. This video does not recommend any illegal route.
The conclusion is simple. You can buy speed, but not control. The real question is, do you move fast now or still have control later?